Hey Patrick, I have three primary exercises for you to start working on. Don't worry that you don't really understand the theory of what's going on in these exercises right now. As long as you understand how to do the exercises and the goal of the exercises, I'll be able to explain the theory later. Understanding theory and being able to actually use it are very different things. And these exercises will move you towards actually being able to utilize it everywhere on the fretboard to where you know the names of everything in all the positions. For example, if you say you're in the key of A, you'll get to where you automatically know the 4 and the 5 is the D and the E. The A chord is A, C sharp, E. D is D, F sharp, A. E is E, G sharp, B. You know where those threes are, you know where the fives are, and you can find them in all their inversions. That's what these exercises will be moving you towards. But you can't start with all that at once. So to start with, we're going to be playing 1-4-5s, and that means when you harmonize a major key, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord are the major chords in each key. And when you play those, you end up hitting all of the notes of the major scale so that you have a sense of what all of those notes are in the major scale. You definitely have a home base. Each note has a certain pull back to the tonic, back to the home base. Okay? And so one of the exercises is going to be, right now I'm using the app Functional Ear Trainer. I recommend that for beginners because I like it the way it plays that note back to the tonic, whichever note that you're trying to guess. And also, I've set it up a couple of levels so that it plays through the entire major scale of the C. But when you start, it actually only be letting you choose between the first 5 notes, and then when you advance, it'll be the second 4 notes, and then when you advance, it'll be all of those together. Okay, but this gives you an idea of what we'll be working on. But there's also My Ear Training is an app that has this, and on a desktop browser there is tonedear.com, which I stupidly thought was tone deer for a long time because I'm not very smart. All right, so let's go ahead and play with this major scale. So, see what I'm saying? It plays the rest of the major scale back to the tonic. Do. You're already at home base. Low do. So, well, just wait till they get another one. Fa, mi, re, do. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what we're going to be doing with these triads in the next exercise, okay? So in order to be able to do that, and you want to do a few minutes of that each day, you also want to sing the major scale each day. And the way I recommend doing that is with this sheet. The Roman numerals are referring to the fret number it's on. And actually, I did this kind of backwards than I would intend. You're actually going to be starting here. These are the lowest 3 strings. Start here, and your first finger will be on the 7th fret, and then move up here where your first finger's on the 2nd fret, and so on. Bop, 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 bop is the order that you work on. Okay? So the pattern with your fingers will be on the low strings, your 2nd and 4th, and then on the A string, 1st, 2nd, and 4th, and on the D string, 1st, 3rd, and 4th. Okay? So there's a couple of ways at this point I would like you to work on it, just up and down. Remember, there's no sharp or flat between mi and fa, and ti and do. And that's between the 3 and the 4, the major 3rd and the perfect 4th, and between the major 7th and the tonic again, ti and do. do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And then sing each other note back to the tonic. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, sol, do, la, do, ti, do, do. Do, ti, do, la, do, sol, do, fa, do, mi, do, re, do, do. Now if we move down here to the next position, our first finger will be, we're starting on the 3rd fret with our 2nd finger, but where your first finger will be is across the 2nd fret, okay? It's the exact same notes, just in a different place. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And the pattern's the same because we haven't broached that difference between the G and the B string yet. Everything's in perfect fourths. But now for the next pattern, we'll end up moving to where you're starting with your 2nd finger on the 10th fret of the D string, okay? Now we're up 1 octave. But the difference is after we play up to the 5, the 6, you're just going to move your entire hand up 1 fret to play the last 3 notes because of that change where it's now the G and the B is a major third, whereas before it's all been divided in perfect fourths. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then when you go back down, hand shift down 1 fret, okay? And then for, you're going to be playing the exact same notes, just in different places as well. Starting, all your first finger is going to be across the 5th fret on the top 3 strings. Starting on the G string, there's your C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You also probably know at this point in written music there is no sharp or flat between E and F and B and C. Those would be the white keys that are adjacent on a keyboard. Okay?